Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. I'm inside the 10. Here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So James Madison's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Quarterback moving. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Underneath toast of coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Dukes. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hokies offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that. There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner goes down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Running back goes in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet.
Off he goes! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Quickly complete. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Dukes will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets it. And the ball slipped out. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
You had the first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job on the offense securing the football.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Cherry. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Hokies! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Now on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Latu.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a fabulous start to the Gator Bowl. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half.
The expressway is wide open, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Quick release by the QB. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good?
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the run.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Got it in the middle, it's Latu.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Back to pass, it's Cherry. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the grab at the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, James Madison. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Dropping back, it's Cherry. Looking down the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or slip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hokies are in the hurry up. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Cherry. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. This quarterback is very athletic, and he's got a lot of speed. He's probably too fast for some of these D linemen to catch up, but not the free safety. He'll go toe-to-toe and go sideline to sideline with his QB all game long.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Touch pass to the receiver. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard to practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. They're bringing heat. He finds his man, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw it again. Coming after it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.